Hello everyone and welcome back to another Dead by Daylight dev stream summary for this week's dev live stream. And what I just showed you is the teaser trailer for the newest chapter, which we now know is called Off the Beaten Track. So there's a bunch of exciting news in this week that I want to share with you guys. They did show us the teaser trailer for the new chapter, but they still have not said anything about the new killer, new survivor, new perks, or the new map. However, what they did say is that next week is when the PTB will be released on May 29th. That's their target date, at least. And that PTB is going to have everything in the June update. So that means it will have the new killer, new survivor, new map, the perks, as well as the new cosmetics. All the new cosmetics that are coming in the June patch will be in there. We'll have the Playtime store, the cosmetic store. There's just going to be so much new stuff. There will also be the hatch change in that PTB, but they are testing the hatch change and they said specifically that the hatch change probably won't go live in June, but at least you can test it out now. So they're getting feedback for that. So get ready because next week, May 29th, we'll know everything about the new killer, new survivor, new map, new perks, and what cosmetics are coming into the game. So first I'm going to explain to you how this new shop is going to work, because I'm sure that is what you guys are the most excited about, and it's probably the biggest announcement they have here. So how the Playtime Shop is going to work is it will use Iridescent Shards, which are a currency that is already in the game that you earn through playing games. Don't worry, the cap on Iridescent Shards will be removed in June, so that you will have no limit to how many you can gather, and you can save up to get cosmetics, killers, or characters as you want. And no shard progress you have now is going to be wiped in June. It will be kept, so do not worry about your shards disappearing. And if you want, you can actually save up to 1,000 shards in preparation for the patch, and then maybe get a cosmetic or two, depending on how much they cost. They are also going to change the rate at which you gain iridescent shards in this new patch, so that you will be able to get more of them in a shorter amount of time, so it won't be so difficult getting past the 1,000 shard mark. Now, to get a better idea of how all this is going to work, they have released this article on their website, which I will link in the description below. And here in the Iridescent Shards and RX cells, which I will explain RX cells in a second here, they say, starting in June, we are changing how you get iridescent shards and expanding what you can unlock with them. They are adding a new player account level, which will reward you with iridescent shards every time you level up. So an additional way to get shards for you guys. This will replace the current mechanic of shards where you get them based on how long you are playing a game. Blood points will still allow you to level up your characters. You'll just need to gain experience points through normal play to increase your player account level. Now, if you're worried about the Shrine of Secrets, it will still be in the game. As they say here, in the new economy, the price of teachables will be adjusted to 2,000 and 2,700 shards per. Keep in mind that even though the price is higher than before, you will be racking up the shards faster, so overall it will take significantly less time to unlock new and old perks, because they want players to be able to have quick access to them. And then they say, from June 12th to June 29th, the Shrine of Secrets will be temporarily disabled on all platforms in order to prepare for the new shard economy. Because of course, right after this change goes into place, you wouldn't really be able to get 2,000 immediately, nor would you really want to spend that 2,000 on the perks. You might want to spend it on cosmetic or character. Now that brings us to the Auric cells. So Auric cells are going to be a new currency you will be able to purchase from all first-party platforms. And these Auric cells will be used to unlock specifically characters, as well as skins. There will be 5 different packages of Auric cells, 500 for 5, 1,100 for 10, 2,250 for 20, 4,025 for 35, and 6,000 for 50, with the higher value bundles offering a better deal, of course. So what these Auric cells basically will allow you to do is that if you see a chapter, but you don't really like the killer, you only want the survivor, you could get Auric cells and buy specifically the survivor and not the killer. So this way you can save some money because you won't have to buy the whole chapter. you can just buy one character. Additionally, it will let you buy specific cosmetics, so maybe there's like a cosmetic bundle that they sell, but you only want one or two of the cosmetics. You don't have to buy the whole cosmetic bundle, you just spend some more excels and get that instead. So this allows you to have a lot of options when choosing what you want, if you want one thing but don't want the rest that comes with it. Now we get to the area of how much will it be to unlock content. So they say each non-licensed character can be unlocked by playing approximately 25 to 30 hours worth of Iridescent Shards. With about 3 months between each chapter, we think players with average playtime will gather enough shards to unlock both new characters upon their release. So they have done calculations themselves. If you play average time, like you don't have to play hardcore Dead by Daylight, if you just play casually, you will be able to unlock these characters through shards you earn through that casual play. DLCs will still be an option, so you can still buy the chapters, which have like the two characters bundled together. They say in this case you'll get both the Killer, Survivor, and an extra exclusive skin for a discounted price. Now for their licensed characters, they want to do this, but they are still discussing it with the license owners. And they're saying that some of the license owners might not agree to having their characters be sold for free, so don't expect that to happen, but they are working on it. Now that we've gone over characters, let's look at the cosmetic items. So with the store, new and awesome cosmetic items for every non-licensed character is going to be released. And when a chapter releases, they are creating 4 different tiers of outfits. Each outfit will have a rarity associated with it, so there will be common, uncommon, rare, and very rare outfits. All the outfits will be accessible with Oryx cells, but only about 80% of them will be unlockable with Iridescent Shards. So this does mean that some cosmetics you will have to pay for to get them. You will not be able to unlock them with playtime. So now I'm going to talk about the store page here, and as you can see, everything has a value next to it. It either costs Oryx cells or Oryx cells and Iridescent Shards, and you can see which cosmetics don't cost any Iridescent Shards, which means, yeah, you will have to buy those. So you can see his very rare cosmetic as well as one of the uncommon cosmetics are Oryx Shards only. And then let's see how we unlock them here. You can select the item and then it will say the cost. You click you want to buy it, and then of course there will be a confirm page. And once you confirm it, it is unlocked for your character. When the PTB releases next week, I will be able to take a more in-depth look at the store and show you guys what it looks like and all the costs and everything. So that is pretty much the Playtime store that is coming to Dead by Daylight. Iridescent Shards will be the Playtime currency, and Oryx cells are the currency you can buy to unlock specific characters and skins. Now another thing that's going to be in this public test build is new tutorials for new players. And basically these tutorials is like a custom game. You have one player and then you have some AI players, and you will get objectives on your screen. The game will tell you what to do and why you want to do it. And then once you complete those objectives, it will move on to the next part of the tutorial. So what they showed was part of the killer tutorial, and it looks pretty interesting. I'm sure it will help a lot of new players, as it will explain some of the basic mechanics a lot better than the current tutorials that are in the game. Now, one last exciting change coming in the June update that will be in the public test build is that each survivor will have their own unique perks automatically unlocked for them at level 1. So you no longer have to level your survivor up to 15 to get their 3 perks unlocked. Keep in mind that all these perks will be tier 1, so you will have to level the perks to tier 3. But hey, at least you don't have to go through the blood web finding the perk for the first time. And it will help you progress a little faster in getting the perks you want. I think this will also be helpful for new survivors to the game, because then they can just look at each survivor, look at what their perks are, and then play with those perks. they won't have to invest time into that survivor to be able to see what the perks do. You will still, however, have to unlock teachables in order for your other survivors to learn unique perks from the other survivors. Now I'm just going to go over some of the other things they shared with us during the stream. So before they actually went over the store, they explained there are 4 pillars that they keep to when developing content for the game. So the first pillar was community. We made the commitment not to sell maps to make sure that we wouldn't split our community, and we intend to keep it this way. Maps are free and will continue to be free. Their second pillar is non-licensed characters become accessible with Playtime. And the little note they said here is just starting in June 2018, all non-licensed characters will be unlockable with the Iridescent Shards, because the characters determine the meta of the game, and it allows you to embrace the fantasy to jump into the lore. So they are removing barriers preventing players from being able to access this content. And this means you will have the choice between playing your way into the new content or, as before, buying them outright. The third pillar is we're all in with the cosmetic items. At the same time as characters being unlocked for free, we'll start selling cosmetics for them, something that a lot of you have been requesting for a long time. We're very excited about this type of content because they can enhance the game experience by allowing players to bring forth a bit of their personality, hence making the game unique to each and every one, without giving an advantage to players spending money. Also note that unlocking this content with playtime or money will be a la carte. You'll be able to purchase the specific items you want. And then their fourth pillar is transparency. Since Dead by Daylight will include microtransactions, you want to be very open with the community about the why. Microtransactions will help support all our content development, new maps, new characters, new features, updates, etc. And we believe it's important to communicate our reasons for this choice before they are available. We want to openly share information with you to keep improving on that solid and trustworthy relationship we have. So, 4 good pillars, and this is one of the reasons I really appreciate the Dead by Daylight devs, because they are very conscious about their players and their community and what we think of them, and they want to make sure that the changes they do reflect what the players want. These devs really do communicate and just care about us a lot, and I think that is one of the reasons Dead by Daylight is so big, because the developers have done such a good job at communicating with us and giving feedback to us and allowing us to give feedback to them. Now here I'm just going to show the Year 3 roadmap again, just as a refresher. We'll have the new patch, which is Chapter 8, in June for the anniversary event. Then there will be a mid-chapter update. The next chapter will come in fall, another in winter, another in spring, and there will always be a mid-chapter update between each of these. And one last announcement is that the DBD Forums beta is tomorrow. So they are finally releasing Dead by Daylight official forums that you can go to, so you don't have to go to Reddit or the Steam forums to find answers. They will actually have their own forum system that they will be able to post announcements on, as well as get feedback from you, the players, and hear about your experiences or bugs or anything you have to say. And they will be able to monitor these forums better than, say, the Steam forums or Reddit, because they will have access to their own tools and it will be in their full control. And that is the summary of this week's Dev live stream. So don't forget, next week, May 29th, is when the PTB is planned on going live. It will have everything in the anniversary event, including the new killer, new survivor, new map, as well as the store system and the new player account system, just everything that we have been looking forward to for months now. So that is very exciting, and I hope you are excited for it as well. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this video to be informative in helping you get caught up on the DBD news. As always, good luck out there in the fog, and see ya next time.